One. Welcome back to Bay Area Breakdown. I'm Thomas. I'm here with my host.
Justin Kim.
And today we're going to be recapping what's been over the last week and a half, previewing like what's the next week's going to look like, and then talking about a few upside playoff stuff, um, and kind of talking about what the team is like so far over the last week.
Yeah.
So, Justin, you want to start with a recap?
The recap. Um, okay, so the first game was the
The
Blazers,
Kings.
the Kings. I think we had a good one that game. Uh, Draymond Green was that game was the game where Draymond Green was shooting threes and stuff, right?
Um, yeah, Draymond went 4 for 7, 23 points.
Yeah. Draymond Green is part of the game for that game, if I give it to him. And then no, I think it's a good like all around team game.
Okay, next game we had the win against the Knicks.
Next, that game, I feel like. I feel like Steph kind of like carried the end of the second half because the Warriors were trailing, I'm pretty sure, up to like halftime. And I don't know, like the Warriors always like lack focus
We
like the
were
first
up
half.
going to half.
Huh?
We were up going to half.
We were up
Hmm.
by like two, right? Or
By 4, I think.
I don't know. Because I was there and so watching the game. Uh like I watched the first quarter, it didn't look too good.
Yeah, this one I think there's just really like a defensive battle. There wasn't really like any big leads. I say like defense kind of carried in this game. It's glad to see that we can win defensively. I really like the way like we played defense, even though we couldn't shoot. You know, Steph had a bad shooting game. Jimmy wasn't shooting it well. We were still able to pull out the win.
Hmm. Yeah.
And then the one loss over the last week. Um,
Denver.
this was a bad loss. I mean, they had some nobody starting. Hunter Tyson, like I don't know. You just can't let Denver like shorthanded, coming off a loss against Washington take over like that. I just feel like Steph's got to lock in. I mean, this happened in 2022 when he was chasing the record for three-pointers.
Hmm.
Kind of went like through a little cold stretch before and after he was trying to get the record. I think it's back. Him trying to like I don't know if it's just him trying to like do too much right now or just not like coming in the flow, but hopefully he gets it together because losing to a shorthanded Denver team is not good.
I guess, but I don't know. I had the Warriors going 2-3 this week. I feel like we could have won this game, but Aaron Gordon like absolutely killed us, bro.
I mean it's except if it's Denver like full strength with Jamal and Yoke, but I mean when Yoakum's not playing, you gotta take advantage of that. But good
Yeah.
coming off the back-to-back, beating the Bucks by 10, by 11.
Let me go to the Bucks game real quick. Yeah, I think our defense is hella good this year. Or not this like in the last stretch. Because out of 4 games, we let two teams, which is I mean, 2 teams under 100, which is the Knicks and the Bucks, which is
Mhm.
a pretty good offensive team, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean the Knicks were without Brunson, but it's still pretty good, still got a lot of weapons.
Yeah, I
Bucks are
was
a good offensive team, yeah.
like going back to the Knicks game. I was what is called. I was looking for Bronson, and wait, what happened to Bronson? Is he out
He
for like?
he's out for a bit because he has an ankle injury.
Hmm, I didn't hear about that. I thought he was just on bench or something. Okay,
No, yeah, he got hurt during the Lakers game.
during the oh yeah, I remember that game. Yeah. Wait, and then he never came back
No, he's been out for since.
because that was like the pretty sure he got hurt like in the fourth quarter or something.
Yeah, he got hurt in overtime.
Overtime, yeah, like around the end.
Looking for next week. So we have the Raptors today. We're recording on Thursday. We got the Hawks on Saturday. We got the
Like he's-
and then Heat next Tuesday.
Jimmy Butler's better pop off that game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Jimmy hasn't been popping off per se. I think Jimmy's popping off playoff time, but I think we should win all 3 games.
I mean, I think what is called? We could easily beat the Raptors. Maybe. Do you think Trey will play on Saturday against the Hawks? I mean, do you think Trey will play against us on Saturday?
He's not on the injury report.
But like he's been like on and off. Like I don't know.
Is
Did
Trey
they
starting games?
did they play on Friday? The Hawks? Let me see.
They play, no, they don't have a game till Saturday.
So healthy Trey. Well, I think we will close this game out like in a clutch game, like the Knicks game, probably.
Has Trey missing? I mean, I'm looking right now. Trey hasn't missed any games. Did he miss a game recently?
I don't know. It feels like Trey's been missing some games recently.
Yeah, I don't think he's missed any games recently.
Damn.
But I mean,
Then
either way, I don't think we should lose to any of those teams. The Raptors are 20 games under. The Hawks are around 500. Um, and the Heat, I mean, the Heat are 10 or
32.
11 games under, and like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right. We should go 3-0 this game.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. Like Hawks are like sometimes hella good. So I think the Hawks and the Warriors game will be close though.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy like sits one because I mean we saw Steph sit the back to back. I'm not surprised if Steve Kerr gives Jimmy one of the rest days. I mean, speaking of Steph, I mean, Steph's been pretty bad recently. Any additional thoughts on his struggles? I mean, I kind of mentioned like his struggles in three, but like anything else from you?
Oh, hold up. Is my internet back? Is my hello,
Yeah,
hello?
you're good.
Okay. Well, like what you said, when he was chasing the record, he was kind of I thought he was kind of forcing it, so I thought he was I don't know. Like I thought it wasn't his fault, since he was just chugging it up, but like after wait, what game did he break the record on?
Um, I mean, I know he broke it against the Knicks. I don't remember what day it was exactly.
The Knicks. So
Oh, you're talking
3-4.
about the 4,000?
Yeah.
Against the Kings.
This year against the Kings. So he played pretty. Let's see.
He struggled in that game. He only had 11 points. I think he shot
Yeah,
like 2 of 6 from three.
I don't think he did. Next game he was kind of clutch, like third quarter. Like he balled off, but he was kind of quiet, like first and second half or quarter. And then the Denver game, I don't know, it didn't look too good. He had way too much turnover and was like chucking stuff up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So then that brings up to the question, what do you think the ceiling of this team?
The best that they could go.
The
I
ceiling,
think
yeah.
probably like the finals for the Western Finals.
Hmm.
I think that's the ceiling. Well, I could see this team go to the finals, but OKC is just too much of a good team. I've been
The one
watching.
thing I worry about OKC is their experience. I know like you know you haven't done it till you do it, and like Dallas
Yeah,
didn't have the experience last year or whatever. But I just think experience matters. And like you know, is Shea gonna be able to foul bait in the playoffs? I don't want to call it foul bait. Is Shea gonna get the whistle in the playoffs? Because I mean,
probably
in the
not.
playoffs, like it's much more aggressive, much more physical, a lot less scoring. And
Yeah,
OKC's kind of like run and gun, like get to the free throw line offense. It worries me, like for OKC's sake, right? I mean, I
because
think
they're
this team
like, yeah,
can run through the West. Cleveland and Boston scare me on the East, just because they play such good defense and like in the playoffs, with a good defense can take you far.
yeah,
But I
Cleveland.
mean, in terms of the West, like Denver's cool. I mean, Denver's done it, so like they can like make the run. The Lakers obviously they have two guys who've been to the finals, LeBron
Yeah,
and you know
and then
having
the
four rings. Houston's also young, so I mean, not surprised if if we get Houston in the first round, I'll be very happy because I think that's a series we can take care of.
mhm.
Memphis, I don't know what the ceiling of Memphis is. I
Memphis
mean,
is pretty young too.
yeah, they have a pretty decent defense. Similar defense to Denver. I mean, I guess Denver's not a good defense either, but the defense isn't as good, but they have a pretty high octane offense with Jaw and, you know, John them.
Mm.
So that one's just gonna be can we hold them? And I think we can. So if we can get like a little draw of Houston and Memphis round two, then I think, in a 7 game series against potentially one of OKC or, Denver, LA, I mean, anything goes. I think we can make the finals. I'm just concerned about the East, with, Boston being so good defensively and the Cavs being also, so good defensively.
Hey, let me add something onto the Cavs. Damn, they lost the Kings yesterday.
They've lost 3 straight.
Hey man, they don't look too good, bro. I was just about to say that they lost to the Magics and the Clippers. That I saw them beating the Kings, but they lost. So I mean, they lost to the
I
Kings.
don't think the Cavs are fully healthy. I saw DeAndre Hunter had like a big game recently, and it's like I don't think DeAndre Hunter is playing if they're fully healthy. They're missing somebody.
Hold up, hold up. Let me see their lineup. Let me see their lineup
The
real
game
quick.
against the Clippers, I think I think they were healthy, but
Kings. I mean, every the lineup was Evan Mobley,
okay. Jared Allen,
Dean Wade.
okay. Donovan. Wait, why is Dean Wade starting? Is Max Strus not starting?
He's out. Oh
Max
well.
Strus was out?
Oh no, Max Juice is playing, but
So is
Dean Wade.
Donovan out?
Huh?
Is Donovan out?
Donovan Mitchell was playing.
What about Garland?
Garland was out. Garland was like the only one out. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I mean, that's a guy.
But like Garland hasn't playing that good recently though. That's the thing. Like, doesn't
What?
make that much of a difference.
What? Do you know who Darius Garland is?
Yes.
How many points do you think he's averaging?
Like under like 10-ish.
He averages 20 points a game. He's
I know, but
he's
like recently. I'm talking about like recently.
okay, I go to his game log. 17, 19, 20, 30, 13, 20, 15, 19, 13. That's
The
in the month of March. I'll go to February, 20.
I never mind. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I thought he was in that. Okay, okay. I see. Yeah, I
But
see.
he's also their point guard. I mean, I'm looking at the assist numbers. 8, 4, 9, 8, 5, 10, 7, 7. So I mean, that's a pretty big offensive guy they're missing.
Yeah. Clippers or the game against Clippers, like the whole team was healthy,
That thing
but
I think their whole team was healthy.
yeah, but then I think since it was a back-to-back night, I think they
Mm.
took off some players. Yeah.
I mean, I still think Boston comes out the East. I think Boston's just they're that
Boston?
much better. Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. We'll see.
What worries you about Boston?
Boston, I don't know, bro. But I just have a feeling that Cavs will be a special team this year,
The
which they are. And
Cavs?
yeah, I just see the Cavs
Do you
too.
think so? Do you think it's Cavs Celtics conference finals? Because I don't think I think they're 1 and 2 no matter what. Agreed?
Yeah,
Do you think any team's
it's pretty
gonna?
sure locked. What?
Yeah, you don't think I don't think there's no way Boston falls below 4.
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah.
Yeah, they have 10 game lead on Indiana. So like even if they get the 3 seed, they're still gonna be in the conference finals earliest matchup, right?
hmm
Do you think either of Milwaukee, Indiana can take them out?
Milwaukee or Indiana.
Or Detroit? I'll throw Detroit in there because Detroit's in the close range too.
I mean, Detroit will put up a fight against the Celtics.
I'm talking
Like,
about the Cavs.
huh?
The Cavs.
Cavs.
It's okay. So I think New York's gonna be the 3 seed. There's a pretty like even gap there with New York.
Yeah.
I think so. The first round's gonna be the play-in teams. I think we both agree Cavs, Celtics are both gonna advance.
hmm
So then I'm assuming then if it's gonna be New York against Detroit, Milwaukee, or Indiana, I like New York in all three of those matchups.
Yeah, same here.
So then it's gonna be New York, Boston. So then Cleveland's gonna get either Indy, Milwaukee, or Detroit. Indy, I think Cavs beat Indy. Detroit's young, so either they get like they're like the Pacers last year, nothing to lose, just go slay the dragon,
Yeah.
or they get swept, right?
hmm
Milwaukee's interesting. Milwaukee versus Cleveland. Right now, Milwaukee's the 5 seed.
Yeah, that
Who you taking, Milwaukee or? or Cleveland?
Milwaukee, the Bucks are the Cavs.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, Rick, I think it'll be close. I think Cavs should. Oh yeah, I got the Cavs just because I don't know the Bucks. I feel like they have playoff experience, right? They
Yeah, I
go
mean, Giannis
and
has a
like
ring. Dame's been to the conference finals.
I mean, I think it'll
I
be
don't.
close, but I think it'll be like a 4-3 Cavs
I
game
think. I mean, I
7.
think it's close too.
Yeah,
You
just
gotta remember
because,
though, Jared Allen did say the lights were too bright.
huh?
Jared Allen did say the lights were too bright last year.
Yeah,
Just looking ahead to the West, I guess. If you're one of the top seeds, which like so the play-in teams, right? I think there's three groups. Do you have the standings pulled up?
yeah, I got the standings
Okay.
pulled.
So you got OKC. I think OKC's getting the one seed. I don't think any team's coming close to that.
Yeah,
Okay. Right now, two through five, right?
it's all close.
It's all close. They're within two games.
Yeah.
And then you got six through eight separated by one game.
Hmm.
And then you have like the last, or sorry, six through eight. And then you have nine, 10, and 11, maybe 12, right?
Yeah.
If you're OKC, right?
Mhm.
Which one of the playing teams? Obviously, we like the Warriors, so we're gonna say the Warriors. But let's just say Warriors stay at six, and the play-in happens. Which one of the playing teams would you be most scared to face?
So 7 through 12, right? We're going.
We'll count 7 through 12, but I don't know. Phoenix, Dallas, Portland. I'll count Phoenix, but like I think Dallas and Portland, I don't think they're gonna be able to win two games to get to the eight seed. So
So
mostly I'm just counting 7, 8, 9, or 7, 8, 9, 10, in my opinion, I think are the contenders for the
I
eight
don't think
seed.
I don't think the Thunder should be scared of Clippers.
Okay.
Uh,
The thing with the Clippers is they have Kawhi Leonard.
Still don't think they should be scared of the Clippers out of these four
Okay.
teams. And then we'll remove the Kings for sure.
Okay.
So it's either between the Timberwolves or the Suns. I mean, how far? Timberwolves went like pretty far last year, right? Like the semi,
They made the conference finals.
yeah, and lost to the Mavs last year,
Yeah.
right? But then the Suns got KD, D Book, and Brady Beal. Then
I don't know. I don't know how to grade the Suns. The Suns are so interesting.
I know they're on and off. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll throw on the Timberwolves. I think they should be scared of the Timberwolves because
Hmm.
Ant and like other players, Nas Reed. Like,
Hmm.
yeah.
That's true. But like you remember last year they had Cat, now they have Julius Randle. I don't know if that plays a big difference, but
Hmm.
what about if you're one of the middle seeds? Is it still Minnesota?
Like, uh, just like the 1, 2 through 5 seed. Are we talking
Yeah.
about?
I think Phoenix is definitely like the dangerous one because like you could definitely lose a series to Phoenix if they get hot.
Yeah, because they got the three trio. They got the trio.
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll see. I think we'll talk about that later on once time comes.
yeah.
Um, but speaking of seeding, how high do you think the Warriors can get up in that upper tier? Because I mean,
I mean,
it's
I don't think we'll get up to five because it's 5 game. Actually, let me look at the
it's
Rockets.
two and a half games.
Well, for the Rockets though, Rockets and the
Oh, the Rockets are the two seed though.
yeah. So yeah, I don't think we're getting that number 2 seed.
Okay, my only question is this: is like Denver's not healthy, right?
Hmm. They're setting out Jokic and Murray.
So I mean, Denver has to play the Rockets, so one of them has to lose there.
I think Rockets will lose.
Okay, so that's one more. If the Warriors keep winning, then that's one more win we gain on the Rockets. I mean, in April, right? You got Timberwolves team fighting for the play-in for the Nuggets. You got to
Yeah.
play the Warriors. You get the Kings also fighting for the play-in. You get the Grizzlies and the Rockets to end it off. I mean, there's a couple losses there. Even if the Nuggets take care of business, I see a couple losses there, right?
Hmm.
I don't know. I feel like we can get up into that 4 or 5 seed area, and if we can, that'd be pretty nice in my opinion.
Yeah, I want that four and five seed.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Anything else for today?
You just want to do like this just for fun, but like top five favorite player, like current,
Like on the Warriors?
not just like in general,
Okay. Are we doing players to watch or just like favorite like people?
just like favorite player in general to watch.
Okay. To
Yeah,
watch?
to
Players to
watch.
watch?
Well, like to what, like you like watching them and
Yeah.
like them
So
in general.
like one of my guys would be um Mikal Bridges. I mean, I just say like his defense and like the way he like plays defense and like he plays, it just puts a smile on my face. Like the way he can he's a shooter, right? But like
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't need the ball to score. He has such an efficient mid-range.
Mikal
Like
Bridges.
yeah, I just think Mikal I just like Mikal like he I just like him being on the Warriors would just be so like it fit perfectly. He's a shooter that can stretch, right? He can
Mm-hmm.
guard. He's like
Yeah.
Moses Moody, but like a little bit higher like scoring
But
upside.
yeah, I was about to say he could shoot better.
I
Yeah.
mean, it just seems like he's a perfect fit for this Warriors team. I just like the way he plays.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So he's your one or two?
well, okay, my number one's Steph. I mean, when
Yeah.
Steph's on, I think it's the most
It's,
beautiful guy to watch.
mm-hmm. The most.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
when he's on a heat check, I mean, when he shoots it, he starts turning around.
From
I
like the
mean,
half
I start
court.
turning around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like Steph's my one. I think Mikel's the guy I like. I don't really have like a ranking, but I like Mikel's game.
I see.
Mm, I mean, you can name one while I think.
Mine, I'll go next. Probably like shoot. Probably Damian Lillard, kind of
Same.
play same play style like Steph, kind of, you know.
So you like a
Or
shooter, like one of those
shooter,
guys who
shooter.
like just gets hot.
Yeah, I love watching him in Portland, you know.
Hmm.
It's like the Dame time. Yeah, just like watching Dame.
I mean, it's old. Like this guy, like we kind of have experience. I mean, I have experience, but I don't know if you were really watching. But like OKC KD, that guy was crazy. That was a very fun watch. I mean, him and Russ, but like Russ was kind of like the like out physical you, and like it's cool, but like it's just like something I couldn't do, right?
Hmm.
With KD is always like he was always like, jab, jab, like pull up three, like, you know, from the mid range, fade away. It's like you can do that like out in the front yard, right? It's like
Yeah.
you can do the jab, take a midi, right? And like when you hit it, you feel like KD. With Russ, it's like you have to lower the rim. There's nobody, you can't really dunk on anybody. And like it's just KD just was such a killer. I like watching KD back in the day.
Yeah. What's my third? Shoot. It's probably not in order, but let's go with well, probably Paul. I gotta go with Paulo. He's
Okay.
not a three, but he's probably like around like 4 or 5.
Hmm.
I don't know. I just like his playing style where he's like aggressive.
The ISO,
Huh?
the ISO.
Yeah, the ISO, kind of like
Hmm.
Kaminga,
Hmm.
I feel like, where he's aggressively driving in. He could shoot threes.
So I
I
got a
feel,
question.
huh?
So Paulo kind of reminds me, like we're in March Madness, right?
Hmm.
How have you been like into March Madness recently? Like, are you a guy who watches March Madness? Are you a guy who like kind of tunes into your bracket? Are you watching any of the games, or are you like like, oh shoot, like this team won, or like you kind of watch the highlights?
I try watching all of it.
Okay. I feel like is there any players like I know you're younger, so like you don't really like have. I mean, I'm also younger, so like the Steph Curry Davidson run, I wasn't there for, but like, is there any single players that you remember like March Madness just like watching and be like, damn, like this guy's gonna be amazing, and it just didn't turn out. Maybe he just didn't like turn out in the league, or
March
like
Madness?
yeah, specifically in March. Well, I mean, I'm assuming you're not watching college basketball in season.
Yeah.
So like, is there any players where it's like you watch that guy in March Madness, you kind of fall in love with him, like, man, I like his game. But then like in the NBA, it just doesn't work out. I mean, it's okay if you don't have it, but like there's a couple players like I want to bring up that like
I got one, but I don't know if it's good or bad.
I mean, he doesn't have to be a good player. It's just like
Okay.
somebody you watch March Madness be like, I
I gotta
like
go
his
with
game.
Zach Edey then.
Zach Edey.
Zach Edey.
I mean, yeah, Zach Edey's a good one. I think he's still good in the league, but I mean, it's a
Yeah.
pick. Um, yeah, I mean, the guy I'm thinking of is Johnny Ju Juzang from UCLA.
Johnny's, huh?
Johnny Juzang. I mean, he had like they were an 11 seed that 1 year. Do you remember when Jalen Suggs hit that half court game winner?
I well, I wasn't that much interested in what it's called, the March Madness that year.
Okay.
I just like
During that run, they had this guard named Johnny Juzang. That year, Gonzaga was undefeated. So, I support Gonzaga, right?
mhm.
They were undefeated, and it was like you see them going against an 11 seed UCLA, and you're like, oh, they're gonna make it easily, right?
Yeah,
This dude, it's it's pretty much like when Quinn Grimes went off against the Warriors. That's what it felt like watching Johnny Juzang go off against Gonzaga.
like all
This
the
dude's
game.
hit, huh?
Was he like
Yeah.
consistent or just
No,
that
he
one
was just
game?
put like he was driving, putting up like he was hitting threes. He was, hitting from the mid-range, taking layup, like assisting. I mean, that was it was
Quentin
insane.
Grimes against the Warriors is nightmare.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty much like that. I'm gonna pull up that stat sheet, but like that was a game I vividly remembering being like, dude, this dude might be nice in the league, and he just wasn't. But like I just remember thinking like, dude, if this dude gets a shot, he's on Utah right now.
He's in Utah right now.
He's on Utah right now, but I don't think he's getting minutes.
Oh shoot, there's another one that I liked last year. He was a Colorado dude. I think it was KG Simpson.
Okay, I think he's in the league too right now. I'll take a look.
Yeah, he was pretty nice last year. Not gonna lie, KG Simpson.
Yeah, he's in Charlotte right now.
Yeah.
Johnny
Oh,
Juzang had 29 points that game. Um, 3 of 6 from three.
good.
I'm gonna pull up that run. I forgot what like, but that was one of the guys. I was just like every year during March Madness, I kind of like look back and just be like, yeah, I remember when this guy did that.
You said what was his name? Garza?
The guy I was talking about, Johnny Juzang.
Oh, Juzre. Never mind.
Yeah. Um, and then before we close out, who you got winning it all? And I mean, I know you don't watch college basketball, so you don't gotta like be specific, but like, why'd you pick that team?
Oh, March Madness. Gotta go with Cooper Fly. The number one NBA draft pick. Gotta go with Duke.
Mhm. I got
Yep.
Florida. They're just so hot right now, and like, I don't know. It might come back to bite me, but SEC's been so good this year, and like, I'm, I just feel like with the SEC champs, they ran through it all during the regular season. So like, nothing in the playoffs scares me. Um, Looking at the bracket right now, the one team maybe in that area that like might concern me is UConn, right? If they get past UConn, I like their chances of beating Maryland or Memphis if Memphis makes it.
And Memphis and Maryland is both losing to CSU. I got them.
Really?
Hmm.
I think CSU actually I have CSU upsetting Memphis, but Maryland's just so good. Um, they're a really good 4 seed.
I don't know. I just see
I got Duke in the championship game though.
Duke. Yeah, I think everybody does. Not gonna lie.
I mean, it's Cooper Flag. If they're fully healthy, they're the number one team in the nation.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
I barely watch any Cooper Flag. Oh, like what's like his player comparison?
Ooh, player comparison? Mm, okay, I mean, I don't know. I think they classify him as a power forward.
Power forward. Okay.
Yeah, but like,
Kind of like a Zach Edey or like
no,
a
Zach Edey's a center.
'cause he's
Um,
tall. I'm
huh?
pretty sure. Isn't Cooper Flag pretty tall too?
Cooper
Right.
Flag's, I think, like 6'9".
6'9". Okay.
Um, I'm trying to think, like, is there a recent player that like has his comparison? I think, I mean, I guess I compare him to Wemby, but like he's smaller than Wemby.
So he could shoot, he could dribble, he could block.
Yeah, he's a good defender. I think he's a better like perimeter defender than Wemby.
Damn.
Um, he's not really like a necessarily like a mass scorer. He's not like, the guy you're gonna give the ball and like he'll score. But I mean, I think he has a really good all-around game. He can score, obviously.
So yeah, like what you said, Wemby. I see that good person then. I don't know. I'll eventually start watching Cooper Flag this year.
Yeah.
Healthy. So yeah.
I think that'll wrap up the episode and we'll continue watching March Madness. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.